Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Bill. Just remembering up.
Stick around.
How much deliberation do we have to do on this if no one's present?
Well, the whole purpose of this coming to the planning board was because Mr. Wiederspeil said that he had a hardship, and the county commissioners said, present your hardship to the planning board, and they can make a recommendation as to whether it's a valid hardship. But if nobody's here to present a hardship, then it's going to be hard to say hardship.
Can we clarify a couple matters on this? Okay. There was a COS reported. The COS escaped me 925, 926. Track 2 was the 40-acre parcel to the west that was sold off to Mr. Crooks, correct?
Right. That was considered the parent parcel.
That's a good.
Okay. Is that material to this issue?
Yes, because the whole point with the family transfers is that the parent parcel retains its rights to sell. So when you do a family transfer, you create a family transfer lot. That one has the restriction on it, but the parent parcel retains its right to sell.
Okay.
So the 40-acre lot is not in question. It was a parent parcel, it got sold, it's back in their ownership, I think, but.
So the issue is, they created lot 1 as an offspring, if you will, for this example, tract 1, which they now want to sell. And tract 1 was created in October of 17, and they want to sell it, they want to transact it prior to October of 19.
Right, which will trigger a review for evasion.
Okay.
Just under the regular subdivision laws.
Okay, so that parent thing is pertinent because under subdivision evasion, so to speak, or the family transfer, the parent tract remains its saleability, transferability, no matter what. Okay, I didn't understand that.
One thing they were trying to say is that we have the new county family transfer policy that came and that was adopted by the commission May 29th, 2018. So I don't think we use that policy, but even under the existing statute and the subdivision regulations, this would be evasion. So in my opinion, I mean, he was talking about some it's now health issues or whatever, but none of those issues were ever specifically brought up. It was vaguely brought up before the county commission, but Mr. Wiederspeil is currently on the Galapagos Islands, so I don't think. I think that speaks for itself there.
Is the commission looking for us to make a motion or send them some sort of?
Yep, and I mean, I think it's fair to just say, Mr. Wiederspeil nor his representatives showed for the meeting, and therefore a hardship was not presented, and so our recommendation is.
Mr. Ellis is a neighbor. He may want to present some comment.
I tried to call you, but I didn't have a phone.
He has a written comment.
Okay,
I got a copy of it, but I got some, and then he gave me an email that I didn't follow through.
Does anybody have any questions of?
Well, wasn't he trying to transfer one piece to his wife's name? Wasn't that part of the family transfer?
So it's in his wife's name right now, and then they put it on the market and have a proposed buyer for it right now.
But that's the same as being in his name, because it's one to buy, two to sell. So if they sell it, he has to sign it anyways. He's still part owner.
Yeah, the statute still
It looks like a
applies
duck
to
and it
his.
flies like
wife.
a duck. It usually is.
Well, the big question was, where's the hardship? I mean, that to me was, and if you don't come and present, to plead your case, and
I'm not sure I see what the hardship would be for anyone.
for the information that I have here in front of me, I would not,
So I think you guys should look at the totality of the circumstances under the subdivision regulations.
Right.
But the totality would be, if there was a medical hardship, then you could potentially look at it, but you haven't been presented with the information.
does anybody have a motion, or would you entertain a motion?
Would you like to comment?
You're welcome to comment, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I
State
can
your name
comment.
again, please.
I've been engaged with this for a couple of years now. The 40 acres sold, and please correct me, Blaine, if I'm wrong, but he split the property in half. His wife has title of property, and he has title of property. And then he's trying to sell his property.
No, he had property that he sold,
He split.
and then my understanding is the sale backed up, or something happened and that didn't go through. That was a 40-acre parcel.
Oh, 40
He-
acres sold.
Yeah, it sold, and then I heard he got it back. But anyway, the 40 acres is not in question.
No. So I thought he split his property, put his name on part of it, and his wife on the other part. That's what he presented.
Right, that's what he did.
Possible, because there were two tracks created.
Yeah.
Track one was the 40, which were, excuse me, track two
Maybe
was the
so,
40,
yeah.
which he was calling the parent. It
Okay.
had the ability to be sold. And
Right.
track one was the offspring, I'm sorry, I don't know what the.
195.
The 195,
Mhm.
that they kept, and maybe that's the one
Right.
he transferred to his wife.
Okay.
That's
So-
my
That's possible.
understanding.
Yep.
Okay,
So
so
you think
I
the
was
40
on-
acre went back to him, or? you
That's
don't-
what
I
I,
don't
Okay.
know, I don't think
I
that's
don't
true.
know.
I don't think that's.
It could have been. The deal was the person who bought it, anyway, they live in Tucson, Arizona, and they bought it because their son lived in Great Falls, and he got transferred to San Diego, so you go to Montana or San Diego to see your grandkids, I think it was San Diego. That's humor. Paragraph 3 is incorrect. He met with the county commissioners. That is not correct. County commissioners called him on the phone because he was not available. He didn't call them, they called him.
Correct.
And that is how any information from him has been delivered. So I want to clarify, putting forth effort or personal concern has been vacant, okay, and it's been very limited. The other thing that is presented in that conversation, and Blaine can please correct me, was his hardship was his wife was 20 years younger than him, and she may have difficulty selling the land. My argument back to them was the difficulty selling the land is because it's overpriced. Price is not a motivator for a hardship. That is not. That is the only conversation, if you look at here, that is very consistent. We see $1 million price. We see a conversation that says, I can't get my price, so I have to subdivide my property because I can get part of my money that way. But I haven't heard the word price be adjusted or addressed as a motivation. In fact, it's a retention. You know, he wants to retain the price and put the violation of the state law on the burden of the land commission and on the city of, or on the county. And I disagree with that wholeheartedly. The issue at hand is price. Your wife being 20 years younger than you should not be a burden. That's humor.
and,
So, yeah, losing the sale wouldn't be a valid hardship.
and with all of our subdivision stuff, we are never to take into consideration finances. I mean, even when we're doing a subdivision, financial impact is never going to win you a hardship or a variance or anything else.
To reiterate Mr. Ellis's point, I happen to have access to the MLS system, the multiple list system, and this property has been on the market in some shape or form for the better part of 3 years, approaching 4 years. So the goal has been to sell this.
Yeah.
That's looking at the totality of the circumstances, and if it was that, one had cancer and they're broke, I think, I would say you would consider that, but that hasn't been presented.
We're a long way from saying
Yeah.
hardship.
Yeah.
Anybody have any other discussion, or would we entertain a motion on this?
Well, I agree with Mr. Ellis that I think that this is trying to evade the law, and I think that it was just appears the property was a speculation build and sale adventure, and it's not going through, so therefore, they think that they can go ahead and evade the law of the state of Montana, and I don't think that that's right, and I would definitely oppose anything else as saying it's not a hardship.
Would you or someone?
I'll make a motion.
Put that in a motion?
Yeah, I will make a motion that we do not accept the hardship appeal. From the landowner.
Or I would ask that it be a motion to make a recommendation to the county commissioners.
Recommendation to the commissioners
Yeah.
not to approve
Yeah,
hardship.
yeah, make a recommendation to the county commissioner on what you think they should do.
If I may ask, that this is an attempt to evade subdivision?
Yes, that's what I would say it is.
Comfortable with motion we had? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Thank you.
And
Thank you for your input.
Thank you very much.
just so everybody knows, you know, come October, if he sells property, the county isn't going to say anything at that point.
They're gonna consider
We've
that 2
always
years.
held we look at it within 2 years, and
Mhm.
after the 2 years is up, we no longer look at it, so.
Thank you.
Law is the law.
Yeah, I need to do some more research on this, but I think given that the county commission said, oh, we think it's a hardship,
Right.
I don't think Sarah is gonna record that deed.
No.
And I don't think she can be forced to
I'm
as
glad we're
well.
looking after it, that we're watching it. We need to do this a couple times.
I did want to shake your hand.
And now you have the policy, so.
Point you made. I think you did very clearly.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom.
Honesty is very good.
Yep.
Everybody's up, treasurer included?
Do we have one? I don't think we do. You guys
think
don't
we
get
just
to
have
handle
president, vice
anybody.
President, vice president?
Right?
Yeah, just vice chair and vice chair.
It looks like Mr. Spade wants to be considered for president.
I just thought
Chair.
I'd take a run at it. It seems like just about everybody else has been there already.
Anybody else consider being chair?
I would like to return as chair. Point of reference being, I was just reestablished to the board from the commissioners. And I think there was a couple other people that were on that cycle at this time. And I don't know, with Linda or John, he is appointed by the town of Phillipsburg and not the commissioners. Is that correct?
Mhm.
Right?
Yep.
So therefore, at any time, if they wanted to change someone, they could do that at any time, whereas we are in here for a 2-year span, and then at that time, look to reevaluate it.
I've been here for 6
Go from
already,
there.
or 5.
Really?
Was it yours a 2-year appointment?
No, the towns work different.
The towns is,
Oh, okay, I did not realize that.
Please take it. That's how the towns work. I
Yes.
got it by default.
Yeah, we didn't take a meeting, that's it.
Upper Rock Creek? Yeah.
But I would just soon reestablish myself as the president. Because if we do have any of these issues, especially with this big subdivision, I think that we need to have the criteria pretty well set as to, who's gonna be handling the issues and, who's gonna be dealing with all the different matters that are gonna come up from this.
well, I've been on the planning commission and a sewer and water commission for 10 years in Plymouth, or in Corcoran, Minnesota. So I've dealt with the sewer and water issues and zoning and variances and setbacks, so I'm pretty well versed at that too.
Yeah, I have no question about that. There's no question about that. Yeah.
Anybody else express an interest in being chair? Now's your chance, tell us.
No.
No. Well, how do, did Susan say anything about her interest in,
Just her reiteration from the last meeting that she didn't want to do it.
Right, but she wants to remain on the board.
did she, okay, but did she have any interest in being vice chair? No.
She didn't
I think she wanted to
indicate
be-
she
She just
wanted to be
she-
on it.
okay.
She's borderline wanting to get off.
Yeah.
I think just us saying that we wanted her to stay on, and we kept her on. That stuff with the Maxfield deal, that really soured her.
Yeah. Well, how do we conduct this?
I think
Linda?
you can just take a vote. I don't know that you need to make a motion. I think you can just vote.
Sounds good to me.
So, those in favor of placing John as chairperson, raise your hand. Okay. Those in favor of placing AJ as chairperson,
There you go, 3 to 3.
vice chair,
Do you want to stay as vice chair? You want to?
I would say as vice chair.
John, do you want to be vice chair, vice president then? You attend the meetings if I can't make it.
Sure.
So if there's 2 different
Okay,
people.
2 people for vice chair. Those who care to see John as vice chair, Raise your hand.
We love you, Tom. We love you.
Oh, poor Tom.
Adios.
Are you gonna vote for yourself? I can mark you down.
We're good. I'm going to escape. I'm going to close the vote.
Before anything else happens.
There's still a seat. Okay, thank you for your participation and welcome. John as chair and AJ as our new, excuse me, John as vice chair and AJ as chair. Minutes. Do you want to, anybody?
I'll make a motion to approve minutes.
There were a couple of notes
Uh-oh.
that I had.
Hold on, I gotta find mine. Okay,
Okay, on the first page, at the conservation easement for Bucksbaum, believing on the second line, the conservation easement would cover 12,000 or 1,200 acres. It was missed acres on that. Okay, and then on page 2, on miscellaneous, it was noted that the next planning board meeting will be held on, not in,
Oh.
January 3rd.
yeah, okay.
Beyond that, it's all
You
good.
got those.
So I'll make
I gotta
a
say, the last for reading this book. Boy, I'm gonna read these minutes real thorough.
So I make a motion with the amended minutes to approve.
I would second. All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Any public comment?
Thank you guys for doing this.
Thanks
All
for
right,
coming.
miscellaneous.
And Elena, thank you.
Miscellaneous, I think that the meeting went very well with the people and the guys from this big, large subdivision. I think, like I said, I can't see anything out of it that can't come out, that can't be made better for the town of Phillipsburg.
Any other miscellaneous comments? I would entertain a motion to adjourn. All in favor? Thank you for your participation.
You always get that one in.